Who's gonna be the mother-in-law if I sing the Rice Krispie Man's part?
I think if you sing the Rice Krispies song, everybody's gonna click off the video.
Well, can you play it right before? Like,
I'm leaving that in, by the way.
Yeah, no, Toot, sing it. Fuck it. Fuck the haters, Toot.
No more Rice Krispies. We ran out of Rice Krispies. My tears will not stop until I hear Nutcracker pop.
He has no more Rice Krispies.
What do you think? Would I make a Kino opera singer?
You're supposed to say my mother-in-law, you fuck.
That's right.
My mother-in-law.
That's my mother-in-law.
Yeah, there we go.
This is a 50th visit this year. Oh.
Do you guys know what that song is from? What the original song is?
Oh, what they're parodying? No, what is it?
It's Pagliacci. It's Pagliacci.
I remember it from the episode.
It's in Hey Arnold, and it's in a whole bunch of things, actually.
I remember it from the episode of SpongeBob where Squidward becomes handsome.
It's the last scene, I do believe, in Pagliacci, where I think the titular character discovers that like his girlfriend is cheating on him or something, and he like on stage as a clown he actually kills the guy, if I'm not mistaken. That's the moment.
Does he say
that song?
Personally, I think
that song is the moment where he has like the emotional breakdown, like on stage in front of an audience of people, and people think that it's an act, but he's actually being heartfelt, and he legitimately kills a guy.
Does he say you get what you fucking deserve?
I don't know. It's been a long time since I've actually listened to the song or studied the material, and they're also singing it in a foreign language that I can't understand, so there's a bit of a barrier.
To be fair, I think the Rice Krispie guy story is far more tragic.
Yeah, it talks about like the state of the grain industry in the Americas, like, supply chain. It's all really dark stuff. But welcome back to the Measly Few podcast.
That was the stupidest intro we've ever done.
No, I think I would make a brilliant opera singer based on this alone. Get fucked, right?
I would like to thank Toot for peaking everybody's audio, and
I think Toot has a shoe-in for the opening ceremonies of the Paralympics, I think.
Fuck you, bitch!
God damn. Fucking roasted. Oh, so today we're talking about Cape shit. I don't have anything to say about it. I'm going to be the neutral viewpoint this episode, so...
We call it the MKU, the Marvel...
No, the Marvel crappy universe.
Nice. So we're talking about Spider-Man, and just like generally, Briss will be a nice kind of non-involved party to bounce general concepts off of. We'll talk about my experience with coronavirus, and then Toot, go ahead.
I guess I'll be the anti-Cape shit party, and Kandor can be the pro-Cape shit party.
Yeah, I'll be the intelligent one, and then, like usual, you can...
Oh, God. Oh, my God. And it was that movie... Every single time Kandor sees a Cape shit movie, he goes, "Oh my God, that was so good! The good guys beat the bad guys for the 1843rd time."
You have to wait till the fourth post-credit scenes, and you will blow your mind. It's so cool. It's like a lot of fan service.
So I couldn't figure out what accent Toot was going for, and then Kandor put on an accent I didn't know what he was going for. Like, Toot made Kandor sound like he was Mexican, and then Kandor made himself sound like he's a fag. So like, you guys are like on some next level weird shit today.
I'm just trying to make Kandor sound like
drunk,
a
motherfucker? What's the matter with you?
I am not. Why do people always assume I'm drunk when I talk to them? I do not understand that.
I think it's because of your slurs.
Well, I have a New England accent. That doesn't mean I'm drunk.
I mean your ease of using slurs.
Well, I do say nigger a lot, so faggot, shink. I guess I don't say cracker. That's too far, but
that's kind of taboo these days. Toot, what else are we talking about? We haven't talked about the Christmas stuff. Give us the lowdown on what the episode is.
Well, we are recording this on Christmas Eve, and we were gonna, I guess, from all three of us, we were gonna discuss some Kino Christmas classics that we try to watch every year.
Yeah. Hell yeah, definitely. I don't know what you guys want to start. You guys want to start with Spider-Man first, or Kino Christmas, or I know Kandor's got the Corona boner, so.
Yeah, actually, maybe I'll give a quick little update, guys. If you're getting your rapid tests, make sure they're 3 days or 4 days after you've had a contact. I came down with some heavy headache and muscle pains the day after a negative result, so my Christmas is canceled. But you know what? We could be living on the streets, guys. You have to think about your blessings and
fuck that shit. If I get Corona and I want to eat Christmas dinner, I'm doing it.
Who would you catch Corona from? That's the thing. To the internet?
Oh, fuck. Rebel. I blame Rebel for me getting coronavirus earlier this month.
Computer virus.
Toot would probably just get, she'd probably get Corona from, like, the homeless nignogs that are living in her bathroom.
Yes, that's something I should talk about. The other week, there was some fucking homeless drug addict chick who was fucking squatting in my bathroom. Well, not my.
Holy fuck!
Let me explain. Explain. We have like our 1-bedroom apartments in my buildings. They're halfway homes, but we all share like kitchens and bathrooms. So some fucking heroin addicted woman from the streets comes to our fucking house. She squats in the bathroom. She lets no one else in. So eventually, I had to call the landlord to fucking kick her out. And apparently she fucking overdosed. So they had to take her to the fucking hospital.
The landlord did?
Yeah, she had to call the ambulance.
This wasn't like one of the like residents' friend or anything like that. It was for sure a stranger?
No, I think it was the resident's friend, but she scolded the guy she was friends with.
Well, damn.
Hell of a drug. I'm glad I had a semi-happy ending if she survived. Maybe she turned her life around, too.
I don't fucking even know. I mean, if you're gonna squat in my bathroom, inconvenient to me, I hope you die.
Oh
I hope she died.
I thought it was in your personal bathroom. That would be scary as a motherfucker.
It would be. It's still kind of scary since apparently some of the niggers who in our neighborhood probably they fucking broke my lock on our side door, so they're just coming in.
Was this heroin person a cracker?
No, I think she was actually Hispanic.
No, that counts.
Yeah, that does count. I mean, Mexicans are white, so
yeah.
I don't care what Cypress Hill says, they're white. They got like one black dude there.
So as big as a cracker.
As the great philosopher of our time describes Cypress Hill, Mr. Ice Cube himself, 2 Puerto Ricans and a white boy.
Damn.
Yeah. Good old West Side Connection, baby.
I had no idea they had beef.
I didn't mean to fucking derail this talk of halfway houses and crack whores.
Yeah, wait. If you can't OD in a bathroom in a halfway house, where can you OD? These woke people like Toot are just going too far. Like, stop putting rules on people.
Yeah, we should stop putting rules on halfway houses. That's gonna be the death of our society, is having rules in halfway houses.
Yeah. Toot, are you dead?
Yeah, what happened to Toot?
OD'd.
I think maybe.
Yes, I died because I exposed Rebel's plan to spread more COVID variants.
Well,
you cut your mic.
I can still hear.
But yeah, be careful with coronavirus, guys. Be careful with drug addiction in your common places. Always lock your doors and.
Do not take these experimental vaccines. Reactor told me not to, and I will not be getting a booster. So
Toot only sells herself up for $100. So now, as she goes back on it, Can't too late. You've already rebranded.
I'm still
as a woke.
I'm still vaccineless and intend to stay that way.
To BH, I'm not getting a booster because I hate needles. I don't even get my flu shot, so I just don't give a shit.
After having the IV drips, the times I was in the hospital for my seizures, I'm kind of numb to my apprehension to needles, so it's whatever.
Oh, what the fuck happened with your seizure shit? Real quick.
Real quick? Oh, this is like old news. So I started having seizures in 2018.
When you're an adult?
From what now? What's going on?
When you're an adult?
When I was what?
Or were you a kid or were you old?
In 2018? In 2018, I was 28 years old.
Fair enough.
Jesus Christ. But no, I moved to Kansas City. I was going through a lot of bullshit, and the whole thing with the moving, and a family member of I was kind of close with died, and it just financial issues and a whole bunch of things. I was struggling with alcoholism at the time, even worse than like, I mean, I still drink like basically every day, but I don't drink too copiously. But I was drinking like hard liquor like every day, and I basically drank myself into epilepsy, and started having seizures. And
they give you that a benzo diet.
Well, the thing that really fucked me over was I had a seizure in my bathroom. So this connects to Toot's story. I had a seizure in my bathroom, and I fell down. I don't remember what happened, but I like fell down, and I fell down into my walk-in shower and like broke the door to my walk-in shower. It had one of them like glass doors, them glass sliding doors.
Oh.
And so that happened. And then I went downstairs and I was talking to my roommates, like, I don't know what happened, like, I just woke up, like, you know, like, I'm bleeding, like, I'm halfway in my shower, I'm on the floor, like, I have no idea what happened. And he's like, oh, well, maybe you fainted, like, you haven't been eating very well, you seem like you're kind of sick. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm really not feeling good, like, maybe we should, like, go to CVS and maybe get some medicine and I can sleep this off. And I remember turning around and walking towards the door, and the next thing I know, I wake up in an ambulance. And my roommate tells me what happened was I walked to the door and I stood there and I was like in my pajamas, and he's like, hey, you should probably get dressed if you're gonna come with me. And so he says that I slowly walked up the stairs, and I was walking downstairs trying to put my jeans on as I was walking down the stairs, and then I fell down the stairs, and I actually wound up breaking my leg. He said that I fell down the stairs.
Oh my God.
He says that I fell down the stairs. This is all true, by the way. I fell down the stairs, and then as soon as I fall down the stairs, and I'm collecting myself, and I'm like screaming and gasping for air, and I'm holding my leg, and I'm rocking back and forth, and then he says that I tried to stand up, and I had this like incredibly perturbed look on my face, and then I gave like this kind of death rattle, like kind of a gasp, and then I fell down and I started having the seizure, and that's when he called for the ambulance, and that was the first time I went to the hospital for a seizure. The second time I went to the hospital for a seizure happened right in the middle of a job interview, which I aced, by the way, and I worked at that grocery store for about 2 years, and I wound up becoming like a sort of a, I wouldn't say a manager, kind of like a supervisory position. But anyway, but yeah, I had another seizure a few months later, like right in the middle of a job interview, and
is that what caused?
And let's see, the third time I had a seizure was about a year after that. So this would have been 2019. Let's see. Actually, I think I was only at that grocery store for about a year and a half. But anyway. Yeah, so this would have been 2019, and this was November, and I was really sick. Like I hadn't really been drinking too much, but I felt like my back was hurting. I'd hurt my back at work, and I just felt like I had the flu. I felt like I had the flu or something. Like I had body aches and I was coughing, and like.
Do you peel back on your alcohol real fast, or was it like you?
No,
phased it
my
out?
back was hurting. I think just because I was lifting up boxes wrong at work because I offloaded trucks. Like that was part of my job, so I think I just picked up a really heavy box like wrong, and I was also working 6 days a week, by the way. So
Was alcohol like withdrawal a concern at that time, or is that completely different?
I really don't know because like I'm like pretty much at that point in time I was only drinking beer, but I might have been drinking maybe a little bit too much. Like I can't really remember. But what's really weird for me is like I definitely go through periods where like I won't drink hardly at all, and then sometimes I'll drink maybe a little too much. But I don't drink liquor anymore. Is the thing. Like I stopped drinking liquor after that first major seizure that I went to the hospital for. Like I stopped drinking. I stopped the hard drinking.
Man, that's pretty impressive. Okay, it takes a lot. It might sound from the outside looking in, being like, "Yeah, of course you do. It's gonna make you dead, dummy." But it's a lot.
Well, I mean, as far as oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
The only thing I want to say is, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I'm still like, to any and all of you audience people, I'm just a stupid drunk retard who fucked himself up, and I'm the one to blame for all of this. Like, I'm not trying to play a victim card or anything. Like, I'm the one who's retarded, and I'm not gonna play any games about that. It's my fault, but
the like addiction is a choice narrative is a bit simplified. It is hard as fuck to get out of it once you're in the routine.
Yeah, I mean that's true, and I wasn't expecting to talk about this shit for this particular podcast.
Yeah,
I can talk more about this maybe at a later time, but just to round this off, I haven't had a seizure in about I think in about 2 years. I had a small seizure. Well, I use the word "small" in quotations here because it's easily one that I could have gone to the hospital for. When I first moved out here to Indiana, I had a seizure in 2020, I think in April of 2020, and it was in my kitchen. I went downstairs to do some chores. I remember I made coffee, and the last thing I remember doing is I said, it's like, "Oh man, your old buddy Briss ain't doing too good today." I was talking to my roommates, and then I immediately fell on the floor and started having a seizure apparently, and I was screaming. And I seemed like I was really scared. That's what my roommate told me. And
yeah, that's the most fucked up shit for your roommate to be like, "Oh, well, your boy Briss ain't doing too good." Then you fucking start screaming convulsively.
Yeah.
It's kind of fucking horrifying, man.
Yeah, I don't even remember it, which is the horrifying thing for me. I just remember like turning around, like turning to the left and waking up on the floor, and staring up at my roommate.
That's the biggest thing for the first one versus all the other ones is always like witness seizures versus not witness. Because if you're not witness, you can't confidently say shit. Right? You're not gonna remember anything. You don't know what happened. You can presume, based on the blast and all that. But thanks for sharing.
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, that's the scariest thing about seizures is like you black out. Like you just lose time. You just lose experiences. It's just gone.
Yeah, the big first thing is like because you can get like fainting. Kind of how we usually use it is mostly like about like low blood pressure, all that kind of stuff. Like if you see a needle, sometimes people get that. But the big qualifying thing for seizures is usually if people see you and they see those convulsions, that's a seizure. Your fucking heart or your blood pressure's not gonna do that. And usually after a seizure, you'll have that little bit like maybe 20 minutes of like being a little bit more confused or a little bit odd, and maybe those like fearsome kind of facial things, whereas a blood pressure thing, and once you kind of come back to consciousness, you're basically kind of back at it.
Yep.
The tips to everyone else. But what else should we move on to
we should move on to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, something a bit of a lighter topic.
Yeah. Toot, why don't you take us onto this adventure? You've been silent for a bit.
I would say, unfortunately, the MCU we're talking about is not the Monkey Cinematic Universe, but the far shittier one. The one that is ruining a generation of people.
What, Discord?
No, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, you fucking...
Yes!
No, not yes! That shit sucks!
Next to that, right, Briss?
I gotta crack open a cold one to talk about this shit.
Dude, why don't you tell us your introduction to the MCU, the real MCU, and then tell us why you hate it, for the context.
Well, I hate it because it's pretty much the modern equivalent to something like Star Wars or Harry Potter, where a bunch of fucking losers worship it. And I don't know, it annoys me. It's a big reason. It's like these garbage, safe, politically correct movies that will not offend anybody. That's all we can see nowadays. Because fucking woke tards have ruined everything. This is why I have not watched movies made past the year 2015, except for Sonic 2.
From what you're saying, too, it sounds like it's more the effect on the audience and the uncritical devotion to these movies that are kind of lukewarm, and then they don't create the demand for better movies that you would be interested in. So you're not mad at the movies themselves, just the effect they've had on the film industry.
True, because as films, I've seen the Marvel, and the only ones I've actually seen are the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, and they're fine films. Like, if they did have an autistic fan base, I'd probably say they were decent movies and not think much about them, but no.
Yeah, for me, I agree a little bit with Toot in terms of, like, okay, they've become just the boilerplate, like, popcorn service, like, Redditor kind of appealing stuff, but I can't be too mad at it, because then that just takes so much energy from me. And, like, there still are some good movies that I've seen. Like, Joker came out 2019. Toot, you didn't watch that?
I do need to watch Joker. That's one. Oh, God. I feel like, I don't know, I should. I think I would like Joker. I probably relate to him in a lot of ways.
It's kind of a holiday movie. I would suggest you watch it soon.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I've been rejected by society who doesn't value people like me, so I can probably relate.
Well, it's because you don't have any skills.
Yeah, and you're white, like the Joker.
Yeah.
You're the Joker, baby.
Oh, Jesus.
We both had a transition into something horrifying.
You're identifying with him already. You have Puglachian dysphoria. Go on to.
I don't know, one of these fucking woke fags who I think have ruined the culture. I would love to shoot them in the face in a video game and tell them they get what they fucking deserve in a video game.
That's the deepest I've ever heard your voice, dude. That's very cute. Bryce, what about your experience with the MCU? You can't really avoid it, but it sounds like you've really been in it that much.
The only thing I gotta say about MCU is Spider-Man, radioactive Spider-Man. Okay, so I used to watch the old Marvel Comics cartoons when I was a kid. Everything from
Did you watch the Ralph Bakshi one, the one Ralph Bakshi did with Spider-Man?
No, I don't think. Maybe I saw that, but no, I'm talking about I used to watch Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. The 60s Fantastic Four cartoon used to be on a program block in about 1995 called Super Saturdays. It was aired alongside like Herculoids and Space Ghost and all that other stuff, Johnny Quest. I used to watch that. And then the 90s Spider-Man cartoon, I used to watch that when it was still airing. And then Ultimate Spider-Man, I used to watch that. X-Men,
with what the cares? Ultimate Spider-Man? Or?
Ultimate Spider-Man, I think, was when he went to an alternate universe. It was a weird one. I think it only had one season. But anyway, Marvel Cinematic Universe to me is like those cartoons, like from the 70s to like the 90s to the early 2000s. The X-Men cartoon that came out that I think was dubbed by the same, I think it was dubbed by Ocean, the same people who did the Inuyasha dub, Canadian people. But yeah.
Hey, shut up.
But anyway, that to me is Marvel Cinematic Universe. So, like, when the X-Men, or not the X-Men, but, like, the Iron Man movie started coming out, I guess, in, like, the late 2000s, zero interest. Absolute zero interest in seeing any of that. I have not seen a single one. I haven't seen Joker. I haven't seen, fucking any of the DC shit. I haven't seen the Bane Batman.
Oh, my God! But you saw Heath Ledger?
No, didn't see that one either. I have not seen any of this shit. Just a sheer complete lack of interest. I just do not. For whatever. I mean, it's not that I don't care about comic books or movies. It's just I don't care about any of this. I don't care. Like, I don't care to see it. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to articulate it beyond that. It's I don't fucking care.
Yeah, no, that's all. I think that's all you need, really. Who cares if you don't care about it? No one's gonna pressure you. I do say that the first ones you should watch should be the Christian Bale ones, in my opinion. But
I like the Val Kilmer Batman. That one's pretty good.
Wasn't there one where Jim? I haven't seen the movie, but wasn't there one where Jim Carrey played one of the villains?
Yeah, Batman and Robin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was right after the height of movies like Ace Ventura, Dumb and Dumber, and The Mask.
Koopa, dude.
Because Batman and Robin was Schwarzenegger, and Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, so that's some good background for each of our experience with the MCU. Our guests are not really that big fans.
And by the way, we also know that Batman is not fucking Marvel Cinematic Universe, that's DC. So for any of you fucking retards in the comments saying that we can't tell the difference or whatever, get fucked and go away, because we don't want you.
Bryce, we can't square off our 1 year. Please say whatever you want. Please hit the like or dislike it.
This might be our most disconnected episode of the fucking podcast yet.
We're flowing through. So, Toot, what do you think about this Batman or the Spider-Man? Fucking so, Mumkey and Crinjo released the key.
Okay, Kino is an absolute chat. Fuck you. Don't insult him.
Toot is literally a simp, so she just defends anything that I guess looks pretty, which is weird because he's like 4 out of 10. But so they released this episode. Bryce, you've seen this Izakino, right?
Yes, I have.
I've seen it, yeah.
I do keep up with the Izakinos, and I don't even have the same film taste as Kino, because I'm not as into these artsy films, but I do like films that take a lot more risk and that are more politically incorrect. And we live in a culture that discourages this, which I despise, so...
That's fair enough. But what did the Izakino say? What were their gripes? Because I thought this movie was fucking amazing.
Well, Kino was complete shit, as you expected, and...
But any, like, actual points or besides,
I'm trying to think, because I remember... It was a lot of it. He was talking about how these movies are making people's expectations for movies lower. Because of this almost religious devotion to these companies.
Okay, so kind of like what we're talking about in terms of the effect on cinema. So nothing new.
Look, if they were just viewed as stupid kids movies, I doubt any of us would. I don't think I would really give a shit.
Yeah.
Because that's what I really think most MCU films are. They're essentially fucking kids movies.
But that sounds like just like gripe against the whole movie industry these days. What about the specific material things to this movie?
Well, I haven't watched the movie, so I couldn't say. I'm not going to watch it, so...
Bryce, what did the Izakino say about the movie?
It seemed to me, from what I recollect, Kino saying, and of course, because I don't like Kino, I try to tune out every single time he's talking.
Do you not? You're like at least on the border, like.
I don't actually dislike Kino. I play that up for laughs.
Fair enough.
But no, it seemed to me from what I recollected is that like fucking like Kino it just seemed to me like he went to the wrong movie. Like maybe this movie wasn't for him and he shouldn't have watched it, but he had to be on a podcast to talk about it, so he went and saw the movie anyway.
A grumble.
I love that Reddit thread about the fucking toddler who ruined some soy boy's day because he was crying during the fucking movie.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Yeah, that was a good story. I did like that.
Like it's the Chad and the soy drag queen with the fucking toddlers. The Chad, quiet, we're trying to watch Spider-Man.
The funniest part about that is like I literally had the same thing with some fucking kid doing his I think I said in the group his glow up shoes, and he kept like putting them on the seat in front of him so the whole IMAX theater could see. I was gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna slap your dad in the face if he doesn't realize that they're in a movie theater and you have bright shoes. You could take them off and still have him fucking move his feet around. Why the fuck are you doing it? I was actually gonna soy out. I was gonna turn the soy Hulk.
Who was it that was like who, I think it's somebody in the group was talking like some dude like brought his kid with him, and like during the opening like advertisements, like the kid was like, oh, I need to go to the bathroom, and like the dad says, are you fucking kidding me?
I imagine having that kind of soy cock as a dad. Just imagine that.
Yeah, they'll probably end up trans or something.
To be fair, my dad beat me and I still ended up as a tranny, so he tried his best, but...
Jeans are jeans, you know? Just be yourself.
Yeah, I got some pretty good pairs of jeans.
I mean, I wish I wasn't part of the most insufferable group of people, but...
I think my jeans are actually mostly
for
covered in weld spatter, so I should probably get some more jeans. That's something I need to put on the grocery list.
Dolce and Gabbana are gonna release a weld print for $7,000. Keep them.
Oh, we actually I don't know why I wanted to bring this up. We actually got a it's a laser for like engraving stuff like on metal. Like my friend bought it for the house. It's in the basement. Like just for basically like drawing stuff on metal. It's pretty cool. I might post some pictures of that. I should.
Is it new?
Wait, what?
Is it new?
Yeah, it's brand new. It's like just something that we have here at the house.
That's pretty sick. Are you gonna go around putting like Briss on all your shit?
Maybe. I'll do something. I'll do something with it. I got some. Maybe I could do some engraving on these pickups. I don't know if that'll fuck up the magnets though. Anyway, I didn't mean to do an aside here. So I know.
I could be a good option for fucking Christmas gift though, if you like engrave some shit for people.
Yeah, it could definitely be really cool, and it uses the same like CAD programs and stuff that we use at work, so we know how to use it.
Based.
Cool.
What are you gonna say, Toot?
I was gonna say, do you guys want to talk about the Hassan Piker drama that's been happening lately?
Yeah, sure. Because Mumkey also dropped some. I'm not like a big fan of that guy or like his like cringe detractors, but Mumkey dropped a anti-cracker word opinion today in his releases, which is I think against the stereotype of his audience. So, what do you think about this, Toot? And Briss, do you actually know what we're talking about?
I've seen the Tom Dark videos on it.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, I would agree with Monkey, and I don't think you should be banned for saying cracker, but if someone, I'm pretty sure if I called him a sand nigger, he would want me banned, which I do think he's a sand nigger, but that's a whole nother topic.
True, but do you think the words are equivalent?
I think they're both fun to use, and I really don't give a shit what else. Like, if someone wants to call me a cracker, I really don't give a shit, but I feel like Hassan is someone who would advocate for censorship of any other slur, so I say this is him getting... I mean, we told him so, and now he's facing the music for his own retarded beliefs and policies he advocated for. So I can't really feel too bad for him.
That's quite a nuanced take. That's more than I was expecting.
What, you really thought I would give a shit about people using cracker when I say nigger, chink, faggot?
No, but I thought people, like a lot of people, like the Tom Dark crowd, are like, hey, well, if we can't say the N-word, so cracker's the same thing. So, it's like,
I think cracker is worse because white people are better. But at the same time, I think we have thicker skin than the darkies. So
okay, you're already retarded. But like, I think one thing that you said was really important. That like, if you're white, and if someone a cracker, you wouldn't mind. But if you were black, you would care if someone called you.
Well, I think white people just have thicker skin, and black people need to learn to let it slide like we do. I think it's the niggers' problem, not us.
Okay.
Well, I like
that's more.
Sorry, go ahead, Kandor.
I was just gonna say that's more what I was expecting from Toot than the initial nuance.
I don't want any slurs to be banned. I think, hey, we take slurs better than they do. I have never seen someone get the shit kicked out of them for saying cracker. Let's just say that.
But tranny.
Well, to be fair, I feel like I say tranny as much as you want, because I think that group of people deserves every bit of hate it gets. I'm sorry.
That's a very self-deprecating take.
Well, it's not my fault. It's other trannies' fault. I don't fucking police jokes like they do.
Yeah.
You're one of the good ones.
The only thing I wanted to say is, well, I mean, I definitely have a lot to say about it. I believe in freedom of speech. I believe people should be able to say whatever the fuck they want to. But that isn't to say that, we should police people's reactions to it. Like, if you're offended by a word, you can be offended by a word. You can be just as much offended by a word just as you can say a word. But I think the whole issue itself is just really good political obfuscation, if that makes any sense. Like, people are focusing on the wrong thing, and that's good for people who are trying to be politically manipulative and trying to draw attention, basically trying to draw attention away from real issues. Whenever people bring up issues related to speech, talking about like the words like nigger and faggot, and or even talking about like this whole cracker thing, like this is just a distraction. Like, it doesn't mean anything. Like, this whole discussion is a moot point. It's entertainment. It's just political discourse, but it's entertainment discourse. It's entertainment political discourse. That's all this is. It doesn't mean anything. And
I think I want. Go on.
No, you can go ahead.
I was just gonna say, jumping onto what you were saying about the distraction. I think it is like Toot was saying too actually, about being against that over policing of language. Like, sure, some slurs and all that kind of stuff I don't think should be socially condoned, because like there are like little echo chambers with like cringe people like at the monkey discord that use like the n-word liberally and think saying that makes them funny versus using it in a funny context.
You don't think I'm funny, Kandor?
Yeah, I think you're funny, but not whenever you just say n-word out of nowhere. Like, I don't think that's humorous. Like, there's got to be some joke. But anyways,
to be fair, I don't even say it because I'm joking. I just want to tell people, no, I'm gonna say it. Get fucked. Yeah. I guess I was gonna rant about a tweet that pissed me off from a former friend. I remember this is replying to Turkey Tom, where he was talking about the nigger and cracker, and she was like, well, because he's referred to nigger as the N-word, say, it really don't say something when you don't, because she's a dumb British cunt, she said, if you must not really think it's the same thing if you're willing to say cracker, but you have to abbreviate it as the N-word. I'm like,
he has a good point.
No, bitch. You get banned for saying nigger. I've been banned for saying nigger.
Exactly.
It's not fair. That's why I'm not saying it. It has nothing to do with me thinking they're different or caring about using it. It is literally because I will get banned, you dumb fucking cunt. Also, I'm going to say, if you want to troll this person, I will give you her at. No one listens to this. No one listens to this fucking podcast, so I doubt solo_diva99. If you want to troll her, I welcome it. I think it would be very funny, but
anyways, I was saying, like, I think that the distraction part is that they're trying to be like, okay, what should be censored, what shouldn't be censored, versus taking a step back and being like, wait, why do these guys just have the opinion or have the power to just censor some random shit on a dime based on their opinion versus getting any kind of public discourse going or actually having any rationale? They're just, one day they just ban someone for saying cracker. It's like, what the fuck? But then instead of being well, it's okay if you ban N-word or if you ban C-word or something, but cracker, that's where we draw the line. It's more like, why the fuck are these guys just randomly banning shit? Like,
Wait, what
why?
C word are you talking about? Chink? Cunt?
Yeah, well, the second one.
Weirdly enough, I think I've gone away with saying chink more than I got away with saying nigger on Twitter.
Yeah, that tracks. Same thing with cracker. It's just a less intense slur. Chink is still pretty intense, or like relatively intense.
Aren't there more
Well,
like
cracker be a
Chinamen
more.
than there are actually
Well,
like
would a
Anglo-Europeans?
Well, would cracker be more intense than chink if you lived in China?
I don't think they would just call them guilos. They have their own words for fucking white people.
Oh, true. They have their own chink words for slurs. They have their own chinky slurs.
My favorite word for white people is Ferengi, and I found that out by not only looking it up because we were talking about racial slurs for white people in the Monkey Discord, but I was at work and I was listening to an audiobook of a Sherlock Holmes novel called I think it's called The Sign of Four. And it's about part of the story is about this guy who was a British, he was like a British officer, and he was fighting a war in India, and an Indian like an Indian military person calls him a Ferengi, like that's written in the story, and then I drew the lines like, whoa, that's actually like a word that's actually used. It isn't just like some like weird retarded Star Trek reference. So that's my aside for that.
That sounds like the name of a species of like monkey more than a fucking racial slur.
Well, you guys are like Neanderthal, right? But wait, what language is a Ferengi again?
I do believe it's Hindi. It's gonna be like Indian.
So is it supposed to be like UK officers type people or just white people?
I do believe there was a civil war that was fought in India in the 1870s or the 1880s, which is where the story was taking place. So, like, I think Ferengi was used by, like, Indian military people who were trained by the British. And it's kind of just like, it's sort of like Gaijin in Japan is, like, supposed to be for foreigners, particularly, like, white foreigners. So...
True.
So I think it's analogous to that. Oh, excuse me, I got a burp. Anyway, I didn't mean to break us off from the whole discussion.
No, I think we did a decent job. Too. Do you have any other things to talk about with the cracker thing? I feel like we touched on a lot of
nothing except like I don't know. I feel like it's kind of funny that cracker we're just kind of. Like, really, I don't care that Hassan said cracker. I just like to see him suffer. I would see someone I would like to punch in the face, but it's like I have a very negative opinion on people like him.
Yeah.
So.
I also think that, like, 10 years ago, like, the fucking, like, H3, like, leafy people would be like, I can't believe they're banning crack. That's so stupid. It's obviously not the same as, like, whatever N-word. Whereas nowadays, those kind of equivalents are like, yeah, get fucked, haha. Like, they don't really care about the principle of things.
But H3 is sucking Hassan's cock right now.
10 years ago, though, right? He was the surrogate for, like, the Augies, the fucking Turkey Toms back then.
I mean, even fucking, like, 2016, he even used to be base and he fucking wore blackface. I'd say that was pretty awesome. Also, one day... Look on my whatever. I know it's hard to keep track of all my Twitters because they keep getting banned. But one day, I will post a legit blackface Toot pic on Twitter. So
yeah, because you want to.
By the way, Toot, I'm not going to fucking share your Twitter anymore if you just keep getting banned. So either stop getting banned, or I don't know. Yeah, just stop getting banned.
That's a good option. Actually, I need to change my Twitter to the one that's actually not banned either.
Yeah, because I'm not going to sit here, because I don't do the whole Twitter thing. I'm not going to sit here and try to keep up with all your new alts. That's where I draw the line.
We'll do our due diligence for our own brands. That's
fair. It's like you can only give a shit about what my Twitter is one too many times. I'm just kind of I mean, if I get something like a Gab or something... Would you link that?
If you do something that that is a permanent link to something that isn't going to be taken away because like you fucked up or you got banned from somewhere, give me a link to it and that's fine. But I'm like I said, I'm not going to keep up with like constantly changing social media, this and that and this and that and this and that.
Like my 50th Twitter account, yes.
Yeah,
like,
that'll be on us.
Let's just say I'm at a 1-2 free strikes you're out kind of system, and I have my first.
That's not horrible. Actually, that's a lot.
And that was my first strike because one of my Twitters has been banned.
3 times. Or like suspended 3 times, so permanently banned. I didn't even get 3 strikes. I got banned after 2 because it was Brie Larson. Fuck that bitch. But actually, funnily enough, on that note, as soon as I did that inaugural Treehouse sponsor for RandomKandor on Twitter, then I got banned like a day after. So, and my whole with him was like, yeah, it's the first Treehouse ever. It'll be nice to be a part of this history and like have that ad in there on the first one, and it just goes defunct right away.
I hope no one gets mad and deletes and fucking reports our stream to YouTube because I dropped a lot of racial slurs in this one.
No,
I don't blank any of those out, and this isn't streamed; it's just recorded. So
yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, like these things get like I think like maybe like 30 or 40 views per video. Like nobody cares. Like whatever.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna actually. That's a good thing about being a small channel. You don't have to worry about soothing as much.
That is true.
Yep.
As soon as we sell, me and Bryce are gonna start censoring all of Toot's stuff. Gotta go for the money, too. That's the important.
I'm just doing this for fun and for practice.
Or you're just gonna you're just gonna add a bunch of bleeps to my audio.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
like, no,
if I really wanted to make money off of this, I just wouldn't invite you in the first place.
Damn, dog.
I literally am I literally have a demonetization disease of this for this show. I literally could not exist if you were trying to make.
We have to send you onto the H3 podcast.
Oh God!
There's like a brave trans warrior. Like, please give her a chance. You're like, okay, fine. Like, we have Hassan here, and you'd be like, yo, fuck you, Sand.
Yes, I would say. I would love to say that to Hassan's face. I think that would be very funny.
He would destroy you.
Toot Braunstein, the new Digibro.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the? How does that have to do with fucking Digibro? You fucking faggot!
You kind of look like her. Well, it's Beatrice, but
no, I don't. Oh, well, I'm gonna fucking 41% myself, so I guess this will be my last appearance on the podcast. See you guys. Yeah. It was a good run.
That's why they have to like an NFT,
I don't get NFTs. What the fuck is an NFT?
All I know is this will be Toot's last one, so it's limited edition, so it has value.
Okay, it's like a Pokemon card. Like Toot is like a Charizard or like some bullshit.
Precise, a holographic one. If she does go through with it.
I mean, if I look anything like that freak, then I don't pass, and I think at that point, might as well just end it.
Well, you passed to us, Toot, and that's what matters. The friends are what holidays are all about.
No, pass. That's not what cures dysphoria, you fucking retard. Passing in the real world is what helps with dysphoria. Whatever.
Now you're saying helps.
No, passing would help. Digibro does not fucking pass.
Yes, he does. Or she does.
Whatever. Let's get off this conversation.
Yeah, I didn't mean to fucking like bring that up to hurt your feelings or anything. It was just.
Don't actually look like Digibro or just RandomKandor just being retarded. Again.
You don't. You pass much more, but he's a person. She's a person too.
He's a lol cow, so I don't really care.
Yeah. Cows are
I mean, you were saying earlier that crackers take things a lot less seriously and don't take offense, so...
Ooh, objection.
Oh God, well, I do not want to be compared to a fucking pedophile, so...
It's a fucking joke, Toot. Goddamn.
I don't think most people... I mean, that kind of transcends race, though, doesn't it? I don't think anyone of any race wants to be compared with a pedophile.
You have really thin skin for a white person, too.
Let's not turn this into the Let's Bully Toot podcast. That's not fair.
Let's switch up. What's next on the docket? Christmas?
Yeah, I could say some stuff about Christmas.
Go for it. Or two, any last words about that topic? You're the expert.
Post a picture of me and Digibro side by side, and we'll see if your experiment fucking works, you fucking shit skin.
I have a better idea, too. Why don't you and Digibro have a boxing match?
It's like that episode of Family Guy where Herbert fights the Nazi.
Yeah, something like that. I mean,
yeah,
I definitely think you could beat the shit out of him, so, or her, or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Toot's got.
Digibro is like
Toot's got
5'7", and like she like slimmed down like to I think my weight, maybe.
But he's got. Or she's got like that wiry like incel rage. Like she'd have like that heart of the Chihuahua.
Yeah, but Toot is like a heavyweight.
You really need to fucking bring that up.
Well, that's a good thing in a boxing match. You fucking retard.
It means you're thick.
It means I'm fat. I'm not muscly. I'm just fat. So I think you overestimate my fighting capability.
Everybody's got a button, Toot. All you gotta do is just hit that button. It's usually right there next on. It's like on the right side of the jaw when you're looking at somebody. Like you're gonna be looking down at Digibro. All you gotta do is find that button. All you gotta do is clock him right there on that button on the jaw, and then he will go down in flames.
That's right.
What if Digibro finds my button first?
I don't think that he could reach because he's a fucking manlet.
Toot would need some training.
Should Rebel be my Kung Fu sensei?
No. She's the Kung Fu Panda, actually, now that you mention it. But,
that's a Kung Fu Panda. That's a lot of movie.
Toot needs mental training. I think she could physically take a Digi, but I don't know if you have to win in the brain before you win on the field, you know?
Well, I don't know who would win because I can't imagine either me or Digi are good fighters. But
I just give Toot, if I was Toot's personal trainer, I'd give her like the Jess Willard treatment. Like she's got like the body type that could be a wrestler, but like,
I don't want to be a wrestler.
She's got weight she can throw around and she can basically beat up a smaller opponent, and that's basically what the concept with Jess Willard was with Jack Johnson. So like it's just gonna be like a Jess Willard Jack Johnson thing.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what any of that is.
Right.
Okay.
Gotta trust Briss. Jack Johnson is that surfer guitar player, I think.
No, Jack Johnson is a boxer.
Yeah.
Personally, I would not want to have this fight because I do not even want to be in the same vicinity as Digibro. So.
This is all. Why did I make that joke? God damn it! You people. Why do I podcast with you people? I was just trying to make a joke. Oh,
you're saying we're people because you can't see crackers. All right. Okay.
Well, I had a tranny moment. I thought by comparing me to Digi, you were saying I was an unpassing troon, and
well, you're extrapolating a little too much from that, I think.
That's a lot of insight, though, and it is something we should be sensitive about. You know, we don't want to trigger little cracker with the sensitive skin over here.
Oh, get fucked. I mean, no, I was just being a retard for a second.
That's okay.
Do not fucking be super sensitive. You know, there's no need to be super sensitive.
This whole podcast is just an expose on people, like people who want to counteract sensitivity by being way too sensitive.
Yeah.
I think.
Spider-Man did nothing wrong.
Well, Bryce, you need to say a bunch of offensive shit to me then. I think I've earned that for being too sensitive. That's how you should respond to those kind of people.
You said that you were going to 41% yourself. We can't deal with that guilt, you know?
God damn it. That was a joke, you fucking retard. This podcast is going to fucking shit.
This is the best podcast we've ever done. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I agree.
I love the way that this podcast has gone.
It's a total shit show. It's like
My mother-in-law.
this is a 50,000.
Hang on a second, Toot.
Oh.
Hey, hang on a second, Toot. I want to say something about the way that you responded to that. Listen, obviously, I've been through some shit in my life, too. I mean, I talked about my seizures at the beginning of the podcast. I've nearly died several times. I've had to work really hard throughout most of my life. I'm a gay person, and my family doesn't like me, and I have had to basically come from rags to riches. Just like fucking Cool G rap, man. I'm on the road to the riches. I fucking do that shit. So like I know what it's like. I know what it's like to come from a place where you feel like you're nothing and everybody hates you, and like you think that you're a piece of shit, and you think that everybody else thinks that you're a piece of shit. So I understand that. So I'm coming from this place, joking with you and making jokes to you that are a little bit deprecating, but I know that you can take that. Okay? I know that you're strong enough to take that. I would not have made that joke if I didn't think that it was too much beyond the parameters of you to deal with.
I mean, I've taken a lot of horribly offensive tranny jokes, but I don't know. Digibro just kind of disgusts me in a way that's kind of fucking. I don't know. Digi just weirds me out. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Digi, you're a keynote.
I think every episode of this podcast we've made fun of Digi. What the fuck?
I think that we make fun of Digi on every single podcast that we do.
I know. We need to go one fucking podcast about mentioning this freak. What the fuck?
That's how you make the big bucks.
It's true. We gotta put that name in the title. Toot, tell us about your Christmas traditions. Or you're Jewish, right?
No, I'm not Jewish.
Oh, okay. Nothing wrong with that if you weren't.
No, there is. I think the Holocaust never happened, but I wish it did.
Jesus. Alright, go for... But then Jesus would be dead. And you wouldn't have your holiday.
Well, I'm an atheist, so...
Based. Okay, tell us your Christmas tradition with your family.
Well, now I want to convert since you think it's base.
Convert to what?
Convert to Christianity just to avoid you thinking I'm based. Jesus.
Oh, jeez. Well, then Monkey doesn't like religious people, so oh no.
I think Christianity is pretty based.
All religions based.
Yeah, that's what I think anyway.
Either way, I guess fucking. What are some Kino's Christmas specials, all you guys?
I asked you first, you fool. What are some movies you watch?
I don't watch a lot of movies, but I do love the Anna and Nays Jingle Jingle Jangle Christmas special. That's an absolute classic.
Briss was giving us a rendition of the song, I think, earlier.
I got spurs that jingle jangle, jingle jangle, jingle jangle.
Nice. What about you, Briss?
Oh, for me, I actually set up some notifications on my phone to tell me to watch some things. So yesterday I was supposed to watch Nightmare Before Christmas. I was getting my phone. I didn't watch it, of course, because I was what did I do yesterday? What day is it? What day is it? I don't even know what day it is. Oh, it's Christmas Eve. Where does the time go?
It's almost Christmas, guys.
But no. I was supposed to watch Nightmare Before Christmas yesterday, and then usually I watch Die Hard on Christmas Day, and that was a tradition I started, I think, back in like 2017. But that's what I do, and then I'll watch one of the Rudolph movies. That's something that I do. I used to watch all of the claymation Rudolph shit.
Wait, are there multiple? I only thought about the fucking dentist elf motherfucker.
No, there's a whole bunch. There's even some New Year's ones. A Rudolph Shiny New Year.
I wonder if Rudolph transitioned when he started dominating the female reindeer games.
Maybe.
No, I mean obviously he's a fucking lush because he drinks too much because his nose is red.
That's true.
Nobody knows how dry I am. How dry I am.
Nobody's gonna hear that. You peaked your audio way too much.
I think thanks for doing
Shit.
this. But for me, I'm pretty basic as Toot would have you believe. I'm a Home Alone guy. Christmas the Cranks is actually pretty fucking hilarious and like edgy in a weird way. Like 90s Tim Allen was actually fucking. He really was a coke.
How do you guys feel about
And,
how do you guys feel about like the live action Grinch movie? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, by the way.
I don't know.
I like the Chuck Jones Grinch movie.
I don't know that one. The new one?
No, the Chuck Jones
The
one
old
from the
one.
60s.
Yeah.
You fucking
The old one. The mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Yeah, Thurl Ravencroft does that song, and he was also the voice of Kirby the Vacuum Cleaner in Brave Little Toaster, and he was also the voice of Galactus in the Fantastic Four. I'm bringing it right back around to Marvel Cinematic Universe, guys.
Hey, little known fact.
Whoa!
Was he also
That's you.
Frankenstein in the fucking Marvel movie and Tony the... no, not fucking... What? No, Frankenstein, the old 30s movie, and fucking...
Tony the Tiger.
Tony the Tiger, yeah.
Thurl Ravencroft. My nigga, fucking Thurl Ravencroft.
Rip my nigga throw. I assume he's dead.
Yeah, he's
But-
long since dead, yes. He would be like 130
Bet.
by now.
Jeez. But I like the live action with Jim Carrey. I like it a bit because it shows you the minority experience in the white America, you know? He's just a brown boy trying to make it.
Yeah.
And
Just-
fucking the white man. But the cartoon classic, I think, would give it a slight edge. But I don't know. I appreciate it. I know some people don't like it, but go ahead with
I
you.
prefer to Mike Myers Cat in the Hat. That is pure Kino.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
No, wait, what is that? It's some animation inside jokes.
Like literally right now, I just on my calendar, watch Die Hard and watch Rudolph.
Gangsta. I haven't seen Rudolph in a long ass time.
And I also just wanted to bring up Die Hard just to piss off Kino, because Kino apparently gets mad at people who say that Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Anything can be a Christmas movie, Kino. Anything can be a Christmas movie. Get fucked. Stop being a soy boy. Stop being a fucking retard. You fucking piece of
He really
shit.
is more
You fucking
soy.
kike.
Anyway,
Oh,
He's the
what the...
he's the most soy guy is in the server for sure.
Kandor, I think you're the last one who should be calling Kino soy.
Wouldn't you say it takes one to know one too? So where's your argument now?
Literally, I'm literally feminizing myself with hormones. I'm less soy than you.
Yeah, but like you're not really trans, right? You're just autogynephile. So.
Oh god. And according to the guy who made that theory, that is a fucking type of tranny. It's very
Nah,
weird.
No more trans jokes at Toot's expense. Toot, what do you think about
No,
Grinch?
no, I can take that. Just don't compare me to Digi, bro. You can make whatever joke you want.
Fair enough. What do you think about the Grinches?
The Grinch, I like the Chuck Jones Grinch quite a bit, and I have not seen any of the other Grinches in a very I don't think I've actually seen any of the other Grinches in full.
You were hyped to see fucking Jim Carrey and Batman.
No, I just know he was in Batman.
But he was also in the Grinch. He's the Grinch.
Yeah.
I think the Jim Carrey movies I remember seeing were
Then-
fucking The Cable Guy, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and Sonic the Hedgehog.
I haven't seen Cable Guy. I heard like pretty cool things about it. Like it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's a great movie. I'd recommend
The
it
Mask.
actually.
Mask. Yeah.
I want to watch The Mask. I still haven't seen that one.
We should watch The
think
Mask
that's-
sometime. I love that movie.
I think it has a lot of like those old cartoon sensibilities too.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, as you guys might know, I am a huge fan of classic cartoons.
It's got the Tex Avery wolf scene where like his jaw drops and like his tongue rolls out and he's doing like the whole wolf scene.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's cool.
Made for you.
Obviously, as Vin Love says, Son of the Mask is the most Kino.
Hmm.
Oh boy, so we've been going for about an hour now. Does anybody have any closing statements about any of the stuff we talked about? We talked about MCU. We talked about tranny topics. We talked about Christmas.
The seizure.
Yeah, we talked about my seizures, my fucking health disease that's gonna fucking kill me one day. My health disease. That's a word that I invented, by the way. Health disease. It's all one word.
And my.
I feel like the fucking Digi. I feel like we talked about. Maybe we should stop talking about Digibro in every episode.
Yeah, you seem to be really sensitive about that. I'm sorry that I even brought it up.
Oh my god, I'm over it. I mean, we've talked
about bringing it up.
Oh god, what did he talk about in the Nico Tino episode?
The what?
I don't know. Which one was that? The boys'
Are you talking about
class?
Nako?
Yeah, Nako.
What did he do again?
Did he talk about I forgot. Did he talk about Digibro in your podcast of him?
Yeah, when it was just the boys with Confish and shit. I don't know.
Oh, that was weeks ago. Yeah, the second half of that is probably going to come out before this.
I still need to listen to the first half. I listened to the first bit.
I'll try to get this to come out on maybe New Year's.
Yeah, that could be cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even listen to this show, but I will say the main reason I am offended by being compared to Digibro is I do not like being compared to a pedophile.
Well, Digibro has never actually raped a child.
I know, it still creeps me the fuck out, so I don't like the comparison.
He's actually a hebiophile.
He's not a pedophile, he's a hebiophile!
There we go. Yeah. So, any closing words for this illustrious podcast? I think this is a good episode.
Yeah, it's very disconnected, but who knows? Maybe you all will fucking find it funny. I mean, I don't listen to fucking show. Now I understand what Mumkey feels, because he says he doesn't listen to any of his fucking podcasts. And you know what? I feel the same way. I feel like, why would I listen to myself?
Well,
yeah, if I said half the cringe stuff that Toot says, I would be like uncomfortable.
Well,
listen to this.
Yeah, you're welcome, because I'm the one who has to fucking edit this, so I have to listen to you guys like 20 million times over.
But that's a blessing for you.
Yeah,
we're handsome, just beautiful content.
Oh yeah, this amazing content where I burp into the microphone and do other annoying things.
While talking about your tragic life experiences and my own imminent death by coronavirus and Toot's gender dysphoria.
Yeah, we're all a sordid lot, the three of us. We're all very despicable, contemptible human beings. And
I prefer heroes.
That's why we are the measly few. Only freaks can be fans of Monkey.
You got it. That's a good closing thing. Happy holidays, everybody, from the measly few.
Merry Christmas.
We don't want your fucking sympathy, you fucking niggers.